Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you can hear me. Hi, this is Upstate Dancing Queen, and I just saw Cam Newton on the Jay Leno show, and I just have to say, how yummy is he? I mean, can he get any more yummier? This guy is gorgeous. He's probably young. He's got to be in his 20s, though. And now he's talking about he wants to put up a daycare in Atlanta, Georgia, his hometown. I mean, way to get ready for the future. I mean, all the females are going to be going crazy over this guy. He's going to have flocks of women. Just off of that point right there that he wants to have a daycare, which I think is adorable. And, I don't know, he's fine. God, he's fine. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about the show Teen Mom that's going to be coming on again. MTV is going to be doing, a new show with the same teen moms that were there a year ago. And there's all this controversy built up with, does Teen Mom, is it a bad influence? And are kids going to run out and go get pregnant? Here's my theory on it. And just, you don't have to agree with me, but I don't believe that kids are just going out there saying, hey, I want to get pregnant. Kids are going out there saying, I want to have sex. That's the thing. I mean, who really goes into it saying, yeah, I'm 16, I want to have a baby? I don't think the majority of them girls are not thinking about, and I'm talking about teens across the country and across the world, thinking about, let me just go out and have a baby. They want to have sex. And the problem is that none of the parents are talking to them about it. Nobody, parents have this theory, sometimes parents have this theory, that if you give a girl birth control, that means that it's a green light to have sex. That's not the case. At least the girl's going to try to protect herself. The girl's going to have sex anyways, okay? It's a fact. The girl or guy or whoever, they're teenagers, they're young, they're going to have sex anyways. If you think that your kid has not had sex and you're suspicious, they've probably had sex. It's not cute. Girls do it way too young. I know I was way too young. And this is something that I wish that I would have waited longer. And I think that females really need to pay attention to it. But besides, they're going to have sex. So let's educate these kids on how to protect themselves. Because if you're just going to shy away from the fact and think, well, if I don't give them condoms, then they won't have sex, or if I don't put her on birth control, then she won't have sex, then I'll tell you right now, you got to get your head out of your ass, because the kids are going to have sex. And if they don't learn how to protect themselves, you, the parents, are probably going to have to end up footing the bill for their kid, because they're going to end up getting knocked up, and they're going to be young, and where the heck are they going to go? So then the parents end up, having to raise a whole nother child if their kid isn't up and ready for the task. And most of the time when you're 16, you're not up and ready for the task. And if you are, you're uneducated. You don't know what you're doing. So I just think that we really need to start focusing on more education. Sex ed had a big surge in the 90s when all this stuff was coming out and everybody was learning about disease. I think it's really kind of died down a lot, and people really aren't paying attention to it anymore. Just like the DARE program, we don't have that anymore. And it came out when, we had the war on drugs. So where's the war on teen pregnancy and STDs, more importantly? I mean, 1 in 4 Americans has some type of STD. That means if you're sitting in a classroom or you're sitting in a bar and there's 60 people in that bar, a good quarter of them have had or have something. So let's pay attention and get our head out of our ass and really start to focus on prevention instead of just pointing the finger and saying, well, that kid was being irresponsible, or this person didn't do this. Well, yeah, kids are going to be irresponsible, so let's teach them, okay? I don't think that the show really makes a difference. I think, if anything, the show should discourage teens from wanting to have a baby because they see all the stuff that those girls are going through. And they see that it's hard to raise a kid. And most of those little boys on that show are shitheads anyways. I'd probably smack them if I had the chance. But, yeah. So, I'm kind of excited to see that new season. I don't know why. I just... It's like a freaking drug. You get addicted to watching these stupid shows. I can't wait to see Amber. Because she's a freaking case. That's a case and a half. She's a Looney Tune. Yeah, I'm curious about what she's going to have to say for herself. And she ended up getting arrested and getting charges pressed on her because of her abusiveness to her man on the show. So, we'll see what this season will bring. I'm very curious about Ryan and Macy. She looked like she was going to try to get back with him at the end of last season, so I really hope she didn't, because he is just a lazy bum. I'm sorry. He lays around, and I can't stand that. I have no patience for that or men like that, and it gets on my nerves. And it's funny because as I talk about all the sexual education, I just realized the t-shirt that I'm wearing. And my t-shirt says, "Why wait?" And on the back, it's got a logo for Zestra. And I got a free t-shirt. But Zestra it's something that adults use when they're having protected sex. It's a way to, I don't know, get more excited for women, older women, or women who, whatever. Who cares? It was a free shirt. All right. I gotta go. Peace.